People, the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And this is my family Podge soap that I have just planed and cleaned up and did all kinds of other fun stuff too, and I'm going to show you how I did that. That's the in the pot swirl, that was the back, and that's the front with all the additional pieces of soaps that came from the family. And I spent a lot of time trying to cut out some of the white overlay, but then I realized, wait a minute, it was a white base in the pot swirl, so I'm not going to cut off all the white. I only need to cut off the white that was on the front. See that? And I have a lot of these, and these are going into the crock pot, and it's going to become another soap for the family, because I can't sell these. These are, shall we say, made from pre-used soaps. In other words, my DNA is on here, my brother's DNA is on here, my daughter's DNA is on here, my son's DNA is on here, etc., etc., etc. So, you know, and my hair might actually be in here because, well, I have a lot of it. So this is strictly for the family. I do intend, because I've had lots of people ask me about, you know, making something like this. I happen to have a whole bag of sample chunks that I made from, different soaps along the way that I give out as samples. So I can make this soap clean with just the sample pieces and a new batch of soap that's poured on top of it, but this particular batch will not be sold because, well, no, because I have to put myself in somebody else's place, and if you tell me, hey, I made some soap from, you know, leftovers from my family, I'm going to think twice before I use said soap. Alrighty then. Now, I'm using literally my shroom cutter like a planer. And mostly I'm just going over the edges, but if I know it's not going to be even or whatever, I stick it right in the guide there. Like this piece here, let's just over pour. And since the base of the soap was more or less a milky white instead of pure white like you get with TD, or yellow, which you get with a lot of batches, I went, how come that looks that color? I didn't realize it was, hey, that's just the color of the soap. So I stopped trying to take off the white bits. Now I just plain what I see, and that's what I got. That was at the end of the pot, so the colors are, shall we say, less chunks, more soap, because, you know, most of the chunks went directly through the center. Well, it flew down that way. There we go. So I'm just taking off little pieces, kind of like I'm cleaning it up, except for instead of a potato puller, I'm just using the blade cutter. And it doesn't even matter if I do it nice and even or not. This is just for presentation to family members. And we'll probably use this soap up for the rest of the year, because this is a really hard batch of soap. I mean, even now, when it still needs to cure, it's not soft. It's just, you know. But There we go. Ta-da. And I see it's got a little river running through it, but that's fine. I don't mind glycerin rivers. Glycerin says your soap is soft and moisturizing. Because why else would the glycerin decide to divorce the soap and hang out on his own? I mean, there are companies where you can sell off the glycerin in your soap, and then they use it to put it back in soap. You know, like the companies that use mostly chemicals, and then it's harsh. So then they put glycerin in their soap and say it's moisturizing. And then other people buy glycerin soaps for that reason, which is crazy. Just do soap the right way and it'll automatically be moisturizing. Yeah. And there we go. Is that cute or what? That's a piece of, that was melt and pour. And that's another reason why I put alcohol in a spray bottle and sprayed it on top. So that way, if there was some melt and pour mixing in with the cold process, and there's two pieces I know of for fact that were hot processed. Well, like right there. That's a piece of the original Mod Podge soap. That's a piece of coffee soap. Those were both made with a hot process method. So I figure if the cold process didn't want to hang out with the hot process, the alcohol would force them to do so. And then anything that was melt and pour doesn't necessarily want to hang out with raw CP soap, so the alcohol becomes a catalyst for them to go, hey, I remember you. What you doing? Okay, let's hang out together. And they stick. It's like glue. But in a way where they're happy together. So let me show you this one. First, let me get a grip on this, because soap, as always, can be slippery. Is that cool or what? And then, of course, this side and that side. You can very clearly see the swirl from the end of pot swirl, even with the little distracting chunks thing away. And that hard piece of soap was the only piece of commercial soap in the whole house. And I'm going to dig it out of there. I don't want commercial stuff in the middle of my all-natural 100% handmade. There you go. Ta-da! Now let me, I'll say, plane that little chunk on out of there. There, that's much better. And all this little bit of, you know, whatever can be made into a single bar. In fact, since this is soft, I think I'm just going to go ahead and mix it together and give it time to make a bar of soap that we could use right now, but, you know, still got to wait the whole 3 weeks. But that's what I'm doing today. Y'all stay blessed, stay happy, stay tuned. Don't forget to check out my blog, purplebutterfly-peepla.blogspot.com, and my soaps can be located at peepla.etsy.com. Y'all stay blessed and stay tuned. Bye now. In fact, I think I might throw these out.